And I know since you're watching Trash Taste, I'm guessing a lot of you are weebs, right? I'm guessing, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Huh?
Where are you going with this?
Would you? Okay.
Were you talking about Akihabara?
We've talked about how Akihabara is overrated, right? Or how we think it is.
Yeah.
But I feel like it still is one of the best places to go if you just have like a day or two in Tokyo and you've never been to Japan before, right?
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's nothing that really beats that first day Akihabara experience. Because yes, you can get figures for a better price online or other places.
Well, it's the magic. It's the magic of the first time.
It's the magic, right? It's like Disneyland, but for weebs.
Yeah, it's the fact that literally every billboard and building you see around you is covered in anime.
Yeah.
Which is like not really a place you can experience anywhere else in the world, or rather anywhere else in Japan for that matter.
Exactly.
It's kind of out of the way. It's a little annoying to get there, I'd say.
I mean, it's like what, like 15 minutes from Tokyo Station? It's not too bad.
Yeah, I'd say if you're going to stay anywhere, stay around Shinjuku, Shibuya, if you want a fun time.
I'd say Shinjuku probably has the most stuff nearby.
Yeah,
like you have like
immediate
Ikebukuro, you have
connection.
Shibuya, all that kind of stuff. And then you have the Akihabara side of Tokyo, which
you can
has,
get to quite easily.
Yeah,
which you can just cut straight across to. Has like, Asakusa, Ueno, all that
and
kind
like
of stuff.
you can easily spend a day in Akihabara.
Oh,
of course.
easily.
Like easily. And
like every time I go to Akihabara, even today, I still find new shit to do.
yeah, exactly.
Whether you like retro games, anime figures, classic stuff, like really old Transformer stuff, or any kind of otaku stuff, it's there.
Pretty
Maid
much.
cafes, boys.
Don't
Babe,
go to a maid
babe.
cafe. Don't go to a maid
Why
cafe.
not? We should be helping them. Yes, go to a maid cafe.
Have you been to a maid cafe in Japan?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, you don't want to.
No.
But I can tell people to go.
We've gone
Maybe,
to like
maybe I can get an affiliate.
there are okay. Here's the thing. There are way cooler themed bars in Japan and in Akihabara than Maid Cafe. You've been to a bunch, Connor, and like
so many.
yeah, you've been to so many, and like you guys have made videos about it. Sydney's making videos about it as well. Like everyone wants to go to a Maid Cafe, but I feel like the Maid Cafe is like the most basic themed cafe you could possibly go to. When
It's an experience that I haven't had, but I'm okay not having it. Someone else can have it.
I've had the experience, and I have had a much funner time going to like the other themed bars.
Yeah.
Because with maid cafes,
Is it a bar? I feel like it's an afternoon thing.
It is an afternoon thing,
It's
but
not
it's
like
also
a- it's not like
it doesn't matter. It's just cringe.
But like it's
I
fun.
hated it.
I just want to see people go.
It's also
why do you want to see people go?
you want to see people suffer?
Yeah.
I want them to stay in business, right?
I don't know.
They're dying, right? They're dying at the moment. I want them to stay in business, but I don't want to be the one giving them business. It's a cultural icon of
It is a
Akihabara.
cultural icon, but I feel just
Give them your
it's-
doki
It's time for
dokis.
change. It's
Yeah,
time for
I feel
change.
with the amount of like other themed places in Japan, and Japan is very good at doing themed like bars and restaurants and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I just feel like maid cafes are kind of just becoming like old at this point. Where
Yeah,
it's like,
because like
you
one,
know what to expect at a maid cafe,
yeah,
but you don't know what to
exactly.
expect at like, I don't know, like a lockout, or any of those like really cool, kind of hidden underground like bars and cafes. All right.
What's lockout?
Yeah,
A lockout is this prison themed restaurant that I've been to a few times.
Where is it?
There's a couple. There is one in Shinjuku, I believe.
Oh, I think I
You
wait.
basically go underground through a haunted house, and then you end up and you eat inside of a cage.
This is
and
where
then-
they scream half the time.
Yeah, and then
I think
there's
I
like
went
a monster
there.
show.
I think I went
stuff
there
like
and I
that.
thought the food was like the worst food I've ever had in my life.
No, the maid cafe food was a million times.
no,
worse
like
than that.
I feel like the maid cafe food. I don't know why. It's just 100% of the time it's horrible food. I mean, it's
Yeah.
on par with like
It's an
themed.
omurice.
Huh?
We're
It's
only
an omurice.
we only think it's good food because a cute girl made it.
No, I don't
No,
even
dude,
think it's
that's
a
a-
cute.
No, but most people feel that way. It's like, well, the cute girl made it, so it must be good.
See, and everything's overpriced as well.
Yeah.
It's everything's overpriced, and
it's like $20 for the most mid omurice I've ever had.
Yeah,
in my
yeah,
life.
right.
Like,
right.
you know, you get a good omurice though. I mean, if you want like a brand one,
Yeah.
Royal Host, they do a good
Dude,
omurice.
Royal
Royal
Host
Host.
is
They
lit.
do such
Royal
a good
Host is
Royal Host
There's,
is
there's
fucking
one in
great.
Akihabara. This is like the Denny's like deluxe. Like,
Yeah.
it's like so fancy and the prices are like ridiculous.
This is what I feel Denny's wished it was.
like going to Japan and just going to a maid cafe with all the themed bars that are or cafes that are available is like going to America for a burger joint and going to McDonald's or some shit like that. That's
Valid.
that's
Valid.
like you have
White Castle. I'm there.
you have so much choice of so many different themes and different unique concepts, and then you go to a maid cafe where they do the moe beam on your food and call it a fucking day.
Yeah.
That's it.
Thank you for $50.
yeah. And there's a lot more places than you can go to a maid cafe. Also, I want to fucking die when I go to a maid cafe.
Just go to a maid cafe at your local con. It's probably the same experience.
It actually is. It's
honestly the same experience.
It's honestly the same
Except
experience.
the only difference is that the one in Japan, you probably won't understand what they're saying half the time.
Exactly.
That's the only difference.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean,
You'll
like,
understand when you go to a maid cafe.
I don't want to go.
It's shit.
I don't want to go. I'm far too British to like sit there.
I want to see you at a maid cafe.
you and Chris in a maid cafe.
You and Chris in a maid cafe would be the best.
I can't. That's too much cringe for me.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm more attuned to like the anime culture and stuff, and I'm just like, I can't handle.
No,
maid
I couldn't
cafes
handle
it. It's I think I'd rather be seen at a strip club or something like that.
I would.
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah, yeah,
As
exactly.
opposed to that, I feel like that's less normal.
Yeah.
More normal, sorry.
Yeah, more normal. But yeah, I mean, like, obviously, get Akihabara out of your system because you're gonna want to go to Akihabara. And
Yeah.
you are going to have a good time. Yeah, and if you're looking for places to go, then just look at our figure special. That's we basically curated our figure special to the places that we like to shop in Akihabara. Are there any other shops you would recommend in Akihabara that they go to?
Oh god, there's so many. Why me?
I like
Super Potato is really good. That's the retro game place.
That's like
what's the Dojin store?
Toranomon.
Yeah, that one.
Well, there's Toranomon and there's Melon Books, which are two different ones. Both are good.
Yeah, that's
Melon Books, I think, has like 4 entire floors of just Dojin stuff. So if you like that, then go for it. But Toranomon has a better selection, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so. And that one has like 7 floors or something.
That is like 7 or 8 floors. Yeah.
That has like
and there's
7
2
or 8
buildings
floors.
as well.
Yeah,
There's 2 different
exactly.
Toranomons.
Yeah, because like a lot of Akihabara is you go into a store and it looks like it's just a 1-story store because it's like a fucking tiny, right? It's full of stuff, and then you go in and then you realize they have stairs, and then you go up the stairs and you realize there's another set of stairs, and you realize that it just keeps going up and up and up and up. So a lot of
suddenly you're in a mob.
And
basically.
Also like the best thing I think about Akihabara, especially when you go into like the really like small unmarked buildings, is that each of the floors is usually a different store entirely. So you could be in a figure store at one point, you go up the stairs, and then suddenly you're in an idol shop, and then next moment you're in a retro game shop.
Yeah, exactly.
Next moment you're in a tech shop, and it's
Exactly.
all in one building, and it's great.
Yeah, that's why you can literally spend like hours just in one random building that you stumbled into. And of course, like the arcades there as well, because if you want to go to Japan, I highly you have to go to the arcades.
Of course.
Go to the Sega ones because they have the fucking Mech Pilot game, dude. That shit is hard.
What's that one called? I can't remember, but
Maybe don't go to the other ones in Akihabara though, because like most of them are gone now.
yeah, that's true.
All the Sega buildings are gone.
Yeah.
There's a ton of Sega buildings outside of Akihabara.
Oh yeah.
That have like good games, but the ones in Akihabara have a lot of like vintage games.
Yes.
They have Typing of the Dead still. They still got that.
Yeah, they have an entire building that just has like an entire floor full of like old school 80s arcades.
Crazy Taxi. It's got a few other games. It's got Time Crisis 2 or 3. I can't remember which one it was.
You can play a game on the arcade for like 50 yen, I think.
Yeah.
It's like really
like
good.
most arcade games are just 100 yen, which is $1.
Takeden or Baba. There's the old retro game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That one was dope as fuck.
Which is also right next to Shinjuku, so
Yeah.
easy to get to.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called. Just type in arcade place Takeden or Baba.
Yeah. And yeah, like I still think like my favorite arcade game is the Mecha Pilot game. So there is.
Sick,
Have we talked
dude.
about it on?
We've
Trash Taste
mentioned it before, but again, I think we don't know the name.
Yeah.
It's literally like a hydraulic mech.
You'll
in this arcade.
you'll see it because you literally are piloting a mech, right?
You'll see people like fucking tilting and fucking.
Yeah.
It's sick.
So it's kind of like reminds me of these old school like rides you'd see in malls or something where it's like you're put into like a capsule and you're like it's like a roller coaster and like the capsule like tilts along with like the roller coaster.
It's like 4D.
Yeah, like 4D that you're seeing. So imagine that, except you control the roller coaster. Okay,
Yeah.
so when you pilot this mech, it'll tilt with tilt and curve. When you accelerate, you feel like the acceleration and everything.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Yeah,
If you're a mecha fan, or even if you're not, it literally is the closest you will ever come to piloting a giant robot.
And it's PvP.
And it's PvP as well.
You literally play
And
against
it's also
other
like 100 yen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's like 5 minutes a game.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It's Battle Royale. But if you are going to go to the arcade, you probably should look at like a tutorial about how to get like the cards and everything like that, because
So you
some
can
of
save your
them,
progress.
some of the games, they will not let you go past the tutorial stage if you don't have a card.
Sure.
Like basically you pay the money.
Every rhythm game.
Yeah, basically every rhythm game, like if you don't have a card, you're basically just stuck at the tutorial level.
There should be a card printer in the building if it's a big arcade.
If it's most of the bigger ones have it.
So if you don't have a card, just go to a big one, and there should be a machine that prints cards. And they all have. There's like 3 different ones. Those you need to figure out which one's which. It's really confusing. I'm sure there's a guide online.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Also, if you're having trouble, what the fuck is being said on screen? I just hold up Google Translate to the screen, and genuinely it works. So
Actually, that is a good.
Google Translate is. It's not perfect, but it will give you the gist of everything.
Yeah.
It will be your best friend.
Basically,
you should use it.
Yeah, Google Translate. I didn't know this until I moved to Japan, where Google Translate has a camera option where it will live translate things that you put through the camera of Google Translate. It's been a lifesaver for me in a lot of places here in Japan.
Is this hand sanitizer or water? Let me find
exactly. And if you ever in a restaurant where it's all in Japanese, then Google Translate camera will be your best friend.
Unless it's handwritten and you're fucked.
Unless it's handwritten. And then you just gotta
peek blindly.
And then you just gotta hope that you're with Joey and he'll translate everything for you.
I just say also sume. I ask for their recommendations and I'm like rolling the dice. I'm like, please, for the love of God, give me something good. When I can't.
Usually it's good.
Normally it's good.
Normally it's good.
One time they gave me chicken carpaccio. That was interesting.
Oh wow.
Raw chicken.
Raw chicken.
That was hard.
Chicken
stomach.
sashimi.
That was. I was like, damn, what a great recommendation.
I'll wait to get salmonella.
Yeah.
Oh.